Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, coming at you with some brief thoughts on Doom Patrol Episode 2. Some of the problems I had with the first episode persist in Episode 2, with profanity and things like that, feeling very needless to the overall arc and characterization and things like that. I thought it was an interesting emphasis on interesting episode, not necessarily for the better. All revolves around a donkey who farts. And three of our main characters. We have the introduction of Cyborg finally, but three of our main characters, including Cyborg, get sucked into this donkey, which is like a portal, a doorway to another dimension, or something like that, as orchestrated by Mr. Nobody, the villain, the antagonist of the series. And a lot of weird visuals. The Crazy Jane character was premium annoying to me in the episode, with all of her different personalities and all of her whining and screaming and cursing up in the face of Robot Man, who is still my favorite character. Cyborg is now coming close second. And the whole aspect of the three characters who get pulled into this alternate dimension, Mr. Nobody is toying with them and trying to sort of be retrospective and call back, on aspects of their past to try to manipulate them and torture them in certain various ways and things like that. Rita Farr, Elasti-Woman, seems to have maybe given up a child for her acting profession back in the 40s or whatever it is. And things of that sort. He tries to play on Cyborg Vic's, having seemingly caused his mother's death in the explosion that eventually led to his own having to be, cybernetically enhanced and whatever like that. I mean, it's not horrible. There is a lot of potential in this show, and that's the thing. For those of you who didn't even bother to sit through my entire episode 1 reaction discussion, I think a lot of people probably clicked off that video as soon as I started in on the profanity and complaining about that, without going further into the discussion to hear all of my positive thoughts on the actual thing. It is a very unique series. It has a lot of potential, but I feel like it's really hindered by the profanity, the hard R aesthetics, and I'm going to be watching it passively. I'm not going to be doing episodic reviews unless I'm really, really compelled to, because I don't know, there's not a hell of a lot to talk about. I don't want to just come on every week and be like, well, these aspects were interesting, but profanity, 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 problem, problem, problem. So just for my own, satisfaction, I decided I'd do this really brief, touching upon episode 2, just to say I'm still having issues with it. It's still very much a love-hate thing, and I'm kind of not feeling as resounding as I was with the Titans series to come on and celebrate it and or talk about what I didn't like about it, the issues I had with it. I don't really feel like doing that as much with this series, so we'll see. Time will tell. Maybe I'll come on episode 3, I'll do something spectacular, and I'll want to talk more about it. But for now, just putting it out there that the show is definitely a mixed bag of love and hate, at least for me. And, I'll still be watching it, but I don't feel as resounding to want to celebrate it or really discuss it at length. So I just wanted to put that out there. Love to hear from you guys in the comments below who are able to be watching it, what you thought of it, what you think of every episode thus far, if you agree or disagree with any of my issues that I've talked about having with it. And so yeah, otherwise that'll be pretty much it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.